the world now, and I think this is like social media, that the world is it's okay to express what you want to express. Like to me, if you go back to like the '80s, like you almost kind of like if you were a WWF fan, then like you didn't want to say, like I don't like Hogan, but you didn't want to say it too loud because everybody else liked Hogan, and you didn't want to be the one guy that didn't. Or maybe if you did, but you were in this little vocal minority over here that was doing the thing. Now I think it's just everybody has an opinion. Everybody. Right? And no matter what you say, it's wrong to somebody. No matter what you do, it's wrong to somebody. Everybody has that opinion. But you can't dictate now. So, like, you're going to create a character that everybody's supposed to dislike, but there's a large portion of them going to like that. And then when you make somebody that they're supposed to like, there's a large portion of them going to dislike that. And if you tried hard to flip them, and I know everybody's going to make the Roman thing on this, but like, there's something to all that. It's really difficult to find, you talk about the Ciampa thing. It's unique, but it's a cool thing, and for whatever reason it's happened. It just is. But that's a more difficult thing probably now, I think, than it's ever been in this business to come up with a universal one or the other.
Yeah, that's what's so great about this. I mean, and we love it, but it's still a fact. I mean, fans of anything, not just WWE fans of anything are, again, if you're winning, they're for you. If they're losing, again, I mean, you guys are like that with your soccer. I mean, I would imagine folks don't go to a soccer game and hopes that big fight breaks out and it comes onto the field or anything else. But sometimes it happens because emotion or whatever. I mean, sports fans are passionate about what they do, and it causes them to do whatever.
Same with recognize
music too. Yeah. And
same with music.
It's cool.
Artists put out an album now, and like you go through the social media when the album comes out, and it's like greatest thing ever, absolute crap, complete garbage, greatest music of all time. Like it just.
And it's okay if you if you get on social media and you say that it's absolute garbage, because that means at least you purchased the album to listen to it, to find out, to make your decision it's absolute garbage. After you purchase the album, we're good. You know what I mean? Whatever decision you want to come up with after that, knock your socks off.
Yeah, the one thing I love about what we do is the passion of the fan base. I think sometimes fans think it's something that we hate or something. It's funny sometimes I see the internet talk about us manipulating crowd noises. We don't manipulate the crowd noises. We on live stuff where they think like, oh, and then they turn down the volume because this guy was getting booed and they didn't want him getting booed. No, we didn't. It's just what's happening, right? It just is. But they're so passionate about it. But the fact that we love the fact that they can express their opinion. We love the fact that they can go out there and say, this is great, this isn't great, this guy's a good guy, that person's a bad guy, whatever that is, right? And yet if they tell us they dislike something, if we're smart, we listen to that. Might take a while, but we can fix it, right? We talk about the women and this whole thing and this women's evolution. So it started, but it hadn't boiled up until there was a definitive moment where the crowd had enough, the fans had enough, and there was a hashtag, was it Give Divas a Chance, I think it was, that trended globally for 3 days. Like the noise, right? Vince responded on social media, keep watching, we hear you, keep watching, right? That caused the change, right? We embraced that. Took them a while to hear it, but embrace the change, and now it's headed in a completely different direction. It just takes time, and things take time to change, but they will get there. And shifting cultures isn't easy.
Yeah, I'd be more worried if you weren't engaged. If you didn't have that opinion. Again, it's like when people go like, whatever. Somebody notices you with the bathroom. You ever get tired of that? Whether you do get tired of it or not, there's it's gonna really suck is the day when nobody cares, when nobody wants a picture, when nobody wants an autograph. So no matter how much, better to have that kind of hassle than no hassle at all. And I think that's how all of us in this line of work look at it. Or I think the people that are at least above average intellect in this line of work. You know what I mean? In any kind of engagement, good, bad, or otherwise, better than no engagement at all.